Radio Network. The NFL's Final Four teams practiced for the first time Wednesday ahead of Championship Sunday, and there was a very welcome sight in KC. Patrick Mahomes able to practice in full despite spraining his ankle in the divisional round win over Jacksonville. Even the All-Pro sounds surprised by his progress.
I felt better than I thought I was going to be after the game. Moving on it during the game definitely hurt. But after the game, I was able to rest it and kind of ice it up and do different stuff like that. And I've continued to get better throughout the week.
As for the Bengals, starting offensive linemen Alex Kappa and Jonah Williams missed practice with an injury. Both didn't play on Sunday in Buffalo. And on the NFC side, some concern for the Niners as Pro Bowl running back Christian McCaffrey missed practice with a calf injury that came in Sunday's win for the Cowboys. Better news for the Eagles as cornerback Avonte Maddox was limited in his return to practice. He hasn't played since Christmas Eve due to a toe injury. This has been NFL Network Now, the Westwood One Radio Network.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is a firm that practices family law exclusively. We focus on only one area of the law to maximize our strength and effectiveness as advocates for clients that have everything on the line: their homes, retirement, savings, and most importantly, their children. We're the partner our clients count on. If we can be of help to you, give us a call.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Phoenix area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Has the stock market slumps and instability this year got you concerned? Would you like a way that could protect your retirement when the markets are down? Gold Alliance would like to give you 2 free reports, the Inflation Survival Plan and the Stock Market Correction Plan. Both reveal how to protect your savings in uncertain times. It's absolutely free. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2079. 800-200-2079. 800-200-2079.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. It's a Thursday, 26th day of January 2023. I'm Carroll, and in the newsroom, it's Gene. Good morning.
Good morning.
A little bit of a wind.
Yeah, I think, and it's going to build up. Does that be the right description there?
Well, and I think it's pretty strong in the mountains because the Interstate 8 westbound closed to high-profile vehicles. Apparently, one big rig is already blown over on Interstate 8 between here and San Diego.
Well, those gusts of wind will catch you by surprise.
Yeah, and especially if you have a high-profile vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a truck hanging around, you probably need to let it stay right where it is for a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, your cars can get through, but again, I would expect there's going to be some wind.
Yeah, hot air. Some people would say, yeah, there's hot air coming from that newsroom over there.
I think so. There's a high wind advisory in effect through tonight. So looking for winds of 30 to 40 miles an hour, gusting up to 60 miles an hour at times.
Yeah, those 60-mile-an-hour gusts.
Yeah, they'll get you.
Get you every time.
Okay. So are you, do you like Oreos?
Oreos and cookies? You mean Oreo cookies? Yes.
Oreo cookies.
Yes.
Okay. The Most Oreo Monday is coming up. Okay.
Okay.
The Most Oreo takes 2 cookies and puts a huge amount of cream in the middle, plus bits of Oreo cookie in it.
Okay.
This limited edition cookie goes on sale January 30th. So, in effect, it's a cookie inside a cookie.
Inside a cookie.
Yeah. And it comes with a note that cancels your gym membership, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably so.
And do you dunk your Oreo cookies in milk?
You know, I did when I was a kid, but I don't do that now.
Okay.
You know, like graham crackers, yes, I put those, cover them in milk, crunch, break them up, all that stuff.
Okay. And Oreos are particularly good dunked in Ovaltine.
Ovaltine, it was a good drink. It still is a good drink if they still make it.
They do.
Well, those little granules that they have in there, they're mighty fine. Mighty
yes. and you send in the seal on the top of the Ovaltine jar, and you get a Captain Midnight decoder ring.
Yes. It is a collector's item now.
Yeah, I wish I still had mine. Okay, birthdays, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, Bob Uecker. He was a major league catcher that couldn't hit, but now is an all-star sports announcer and actor. Bob Uecker is 88. Actor Scott Glenn, 84. Singer Jean Knight, she sang Mr. Big Stuff. She's 80. Actor Richard Portnow is 76. Actor David Strathairn is 74. Ellen DeGeneres, 65. And Drew Ridgely of Wham is 60. Actor Paul Johansson, 59. Actor Brian Callen, 56. Actor Matilda Sedagis is 49. Actor Giles Marini, 47. Actor Sarah Rue, 45. Actor Colin O'Donoghue is 42. Somebody mentioned to me, I don't know half the people on those lists. And you're right, I don't know them either. But, hey, they're big stuff, right?
That's right. Yeah, if it wasn't for them, we'd be nada.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Now, you want the real stars, the local folks?
The real local people, the ones that really make it count.
We got them coming. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Joe Ramos, Claudia Gastelum, Andres Ramirez, Ceci Gonzalez, Janina Chavez, Angie Valtierra, Beto Bernal, Candy Valdez, Gary Shelton Jr., Jacob Imperial, Clarissa Acuna, Gary Thornburg, Marie Santos, Jaslyn De Leon, Rosa Parra, Sylvia Diego, Tuesday Verbrew, Chris Carter, and Antonia Herrera. Happy birthday from KXO.
Happy birthday.
Okay, well, now let's look back in history.
Way back? Is that what you're talking about?
Way back. We'll go back to 1875.
Look in your rearview mirror.
Yes.
Okay.
The electric dental drill was patented by George Green of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Yeah. But here's the really, really scary part. Novocaine wasn't invented until 30 years later.
Yeah. Truth, it hurts.
Anyway, we'll salute Dr. Bill Kwan and the invention of the dental drill.
Yes.
Yeah. I love the sound that makes, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we just salute. I don't know what they did before. I would imagine they used kind of like, the bit and brace, the old hand crank?
Or they might have used nothing.
Yeah. We're not going to fix anything. We're just going to yank it.
I talked to Valor's great-grandpa, Fred Scherbaum, who is 93 years old, sharp as a tack. And I talked to him about having his dental work done. And he was honest. He said, I'm a little squeamish about the drilling and stuff. But then he told me why. Because during the war, they didn't have anything to deaden the pain. And he was unlucky enough that he had to have a tooth pulled.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Yes, sirree.
Well, okay. He's 93, you said?
93.
Are you ready for this? Tomorrow, KXO AM will be 96 years old.
96, 1927.
Yep. Okay.
1920. We were both there, right? No.
We were there. Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that.
We were feeding the hamsters that were turning the generator to power up the transmitter.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for news?
I'm ready.
World and California news headlines right now, brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, they are your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Consumers spent and the economy held steady in the fourth quarter. It grew at an annual rate of 2.9%, slightly less than the quarter before. But economists are still worried about recession. Bankrate's Mark Hamrick.
Well, this is clearly a positive reading of growth in the final quarter of last year. We know that a number of measures were quite weak in December, including 2 straight monthly declines in retail sales and a drop in industrial production.
The death toll rises in Ukraine, where people in Kyiv rush to take shelter in train stations. Officials there say 11 people were killed in new Russian missile and drone strikes today. Police in Memphis ready to release body cam video of the police beating of Tyree Nichols. He died 3 days after a traffic stop. Police Chief Sarah Lynn Davis.
None of this is a calling card for inciting violence or destruction on our community or against our citizens.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California Headline News, first court appearance Wednesday for Chun-Li Zhao, the 66-year-old farm worker accused of killing 7 of his co-workers in Half Moon Bay earlier this week. DA Steve Wagstaff with a message for the victims' families.
I would say to them that the one thing they can count on is that the San Mateo County District Attorney's Office will do everything in its power, working with the Sheriff's Office, to make sure that justice is done here.
He's out charged with 7 counts of murder, 1 of attempted murder, facing possible life without parole or the death penalty. Vice President Kamala Harris in Monterey Park, scene of that deadly dance hall studio shooting last weekend, calling on lawmakers to act on the issue of gun control.
Can they do something? Yes. Should they do something? Yes. Will they do something? That is where we all must speak up and speak to our elected representatives.
Footage of the attack on former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband could be released as soon as today. A judge ruling on Wednesday there was no reason to keep audio and video from the incident involving Paul Pelosi a secret. Chef Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for maintenance, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
It's the final days to save big store-wide at the Truckload event at Lowe's. Right now, get deals on select major appliances and take home what you buy same day. And save an additional 10% on all in-store clearance appliances. Plus, get savings on even more items across the store, like up to 40% off select bathroom products. Hurry and head to your local Lowe's store or visit Lowe's.com to shop the Truckload event today. Exclusions apply. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details. Valid 1/26 through 2/8.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is a firm that practices family law exclusively. We focus on only one area of the law to maximize our strength and effectiveness as advocates for clients that have everything on the line: their homes, retirement, savings, and most importantly, their children. We're the partner our clients count on. If we can be of help to you, give us a call.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's California area attorneys. 1455 Frazee Road, Suite 500, San Diego, California, 92108.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the Valley. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, food waste reduction is in the news. George Gale filed this story.
It is a series of California, our CalFresh workshops. They are being held February 6th, 8th, and 10th. All 3 sessions will be held in the Imperial County Public Health Department Training Center on Broadway in El Centro. All 3 sessions will run from 5:30 to 7 p.m. During the sessions, the participants will learn how to reduce food waste, discovering how making small changes can help reduce food waste at home, saving money, and helping the environment. Sessions include demonstrations, and food waste pails will be provided for the participants. Sessions are in English and Spanish. To register, contact Vanessa at the Public Health Department. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Scammers are all around. 2 El Centro residents reported being scammed in 2 separate instances. A man said that he had been hired to work remotely by a healthcare business. The man told police that he was sent 3 checks by the hiring agent so he could pay for materials provided by a third party that he would need for the job. He was then notified by his bank that the checks were fraudulent and he was out of money. The job was also bogus. A woman reported that she had sent money for a rentals she found on rental.com. She then found out there that it was a scam. The woman made the payment through Zelle application and now appears to be out over $1,300. Scams. Watch out. KXO News Time, 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Continuing with more local news, 2023 Foundation for Education Scholarships. George Gale explains.
Applications are now open. Applications can be downloaded at the Kxo High School website. The deadline to submit an application is 5 p.m. on April 28th. The scholarship provides $500 to students in alternative education or continuation schools and students with special needs who will attend a career in technical school, community college, or university in the fall. Detailed information is available at the SCHS website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
There were several reports of broken windows in El Centro on Tuesday. A business in the 800 block of Park Avenue reported 3 windows broken. Another business in the 200 block of North 8th Street reported a large window broken. And a business in the 1400 block of State Street reported a glass door was smashed. Rocks were the apparent weapon of choice for the destruction. No suspects were located. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the Valley and a mobile service van that goes to where you are. It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. I don't mean to rush you, but Valentine's Day will be here before you know it. Yes, the peanut patch is ready for you and your Valentine. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, a great place to visit. For that matter, they offer tours every Tuesday and Friday. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, homemade chocolates, fresh English toffee. How about pecan turtles made from scratch? You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. The Peanut Patch. Now, if you want to visit the Peanut Patch, schedule a tour. Find them on the World Wide Web at thepeanutpatch.com. You'll also get directions. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. They're going to make your Valentine shopping so much easier, and they're going to make your Valentine very, very happy. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Page 2 of the Local News and Weather brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
In more local news this morning, Imperial Market Days, or as they call it, Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. That event is coming up sooner than you think. George Gale filed this story.
The next one will be February 25th. It'll be the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue event. One of the features will be the 11th annual Tri-Tip Cook-Off. Applications to compete in the championship are now being accepted, and pre-sale tasting tickets are currently on sale as well. Both are available at the Imperial Public Library or at the Imperial City Hall. The event is part of the 2022-2023 Imperial Market Day season. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A traffic stop in Brawley resulted in 3 arrests and the seizure of nearly 27 ounces of fentanyl. Brawley police stopped a vehicle in the 1800 block of Main Street on Tuesday. During the stop, a Brawley police canine alerted to the vehicle, and the subsequent search led to the discovery of nearly 12 ounces of fentanyl pills. While officers were conducting their investigation, another vehicle was observed driving suspiciously in the area. A traffic stop was conducted on the second vehicle, and a canine alerted to the vehicle. An additional 15 ounces of fentanyl pills were found. 3 men were arrested as a result of the investigations. All the men are residents of Arizona, and all were booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of illegal transportation and possession of narcotics. Bail was set at $50,000 each. Well, finally, Imperial Valley Small Business Development Center has 3 workshops in February. Here's more on that story.
They are hosted by the Imperial Valley SBDC. All are free on February 2nd. The workshop, Starting Your Own Daycare, will be held from 2 to 5 p.m. This workshop will be in English. A similar workshop in Spanish will be held on February 9th. A workshop on how to start your own food truck business will be held on February 23rd from 3 to 5 p.m. The workshops are free, but registration is required to attend. Contact the Imperial Valley SBDC for more information. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
And Carroll Buckley gives us a weather update.
I will in a minute.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
The National Weather Service says below normal temperatures are expected through at least the middle of next week. Cold mornings with temperatures in the 30s will prevail through the end of the week. A dry weather disturbance moving through will result in breezy to locally windy conditions. The highest winds expected over the Imperial and Yuma valleys. A more impactful weather disturbance will likely affect the area early next week, bringing increased chances for precipitation, as well as another round of colder weather. 71 our high yesterday, 39 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 66. Northwest wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Winds will shift out of the north-northeast this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 39. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Friday, sunny with a high near 69. West-southwest wind 5 miles an hour, becoming northeast in the afternoon. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 70. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast in the afternoon. Mostly sunny on Sunday with a high near 66. Southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. 51 degrees, 43% relative humidity, wind out of the north 7 to 10. In the mountains, winds gusting 40 to 60 miles an hour. Westbound Interstate 8 closed at Ocotillo. Westbound closed at Ocotillo for high-profile vehicles. If you really want to get your car through, you can. But high-profile vehicles closed at Interstate 8 and Ocotillo westbound. Page 2 of the local news, the service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here. Reading is fun, and KXO has fun books to give away. These books are from the National Geographic Kids Series. Listen to AM 1230 and win a book for the kids. Just joking. 300 hilarious jokes about everything. Can't get enough space stuff, fun facts, and awesome information. It's a numbers game, football, the math behind football, and more. Weird but true. Incredible facts, awesome photos, and more. KXO AM 1230 will give away one of these books to lucky listeners who are the 10th caller at 760-352-1230. Listen for Marion the librarian to say,
"Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Thanks."
And be caller number 10 to win. That number again, 760-352-1230. Keep listening and win on KXO AM 1230. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps South Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action. The Lakers won. They beat the Spurs 113-104. But then everybody beats the Spurs. Magic 126, Pacers 120. 76ers top the Nets 137-133. Wizards over the Rockets 108-103. Bucks beat the Nuggets 107-99. Timberwolves top the Pelicans 111-102. Hawks they beat the Thunder 137-132. Warriors slipped by the Grizzlies 122-120. Trailblazers topped the Jazz 134-124. Raptors rolled. They beat the Kings 113-95.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
We're getting close. The AFC Championship game, the NFC Championship game Sunday. It will start with the 49ers and the Eagles at 11:30 a.m. on 12:30 a.m. KXO, followed by the Bengals and the Chiefs. Don't forget, we also will bring you Super Bowl when we're ready. And in other news, in the world of sports, in the Australian Open, Elena Rybakina and Aryna Sabalenka have both reached the Australian Open finals. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. The U.S. economy grew by 2.9% in the fourth quarter, more than was expected. The expansion, while a step back from the 3.2% annualized growth seen in the third quarter, represents continued improvement in the first half of the year when GDP shrank. Meanwhile, in other news, DirecTV says they are going to drop Newsmax, a right-wing TV network, from its channel lineup over a carriage fee dispute. In a statement, DirecTV said it wanted continue to offer the network, but the channel's demands for carriage fee increases would have led to significantly higher costs that we would have to pass on to our broad customer base. Newsmax disappeared from the lineup early yesterday morning, affecting 13 million customers that use DirecTV's satellite service, the DirecTV Stream, and Uverse. So what's happening on the big board? Mixed. Right now, the Dow off 80 points at 33,664. The S&P 500 basically even, and the NASDAQ up 40 points at 11,352. Gold down $15 an ounce. Oil up $1.18 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Sunny skies today with a high near 66. Northwest wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast this afternoon. Look for wind gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 39. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Friday will be sunny with a high near 69. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northeast in the afternoon. 51 degrees downtown El Centro, 43% relative humidity. Wind out of the north at 7 to 10 miles an hour. High wind warning for the mountains, for that matter. Interstate 8 westbound closed at Ocotillo to high-profile vehicles. In particular, the big tractor-trailer rigs, they have a habit of blowing over, and that's already happened. Again, that's westbound for high-profile rigs. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer. What I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu. Everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour.
I'm Steve Kathan. There's a fresh look at the U.S. economy and how it performed over the final 3 months of last year. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Despite fears of a slowdown, the U.S. economy was alive and well in the fourth quarter of last year. GDP, or gross domestic product, expanded at a 2.9% annualized pace. That was a bit ahead of expectations.
Mark Hamrick of Bankrate.com on what this might mean for additional interest rate hikes by the Fed.
Officials are widely expected to deliver a smaller rate increase of 0.25%. At issue is how Chairman Jerome Powell in the written statement will frame the outlook for further rate increases, if any. Officials have signaled they believe they may be nearly finished raising rates this cycle.
Well, now to South Carolina, where prosecutors in the murder trial of attorney Alex Murdaugh played police video of when the bodies of his wife and adult son were found.
Did you check them? We got medical guys that are, that's what they're going to do, okay?
What are they doing? Can they hurry?
They are, yes, sir. That gentleman that was out here already, he's one of the battalion chiefs, okay?
And prosecutors say they have ammunition and cell phone evidence that they will use in the case. Overseas, Russia launched new missile and drone attacks in major cities and at power stations. Reports say 11 were killed. This man in Kyiv says,
"We want to commit some point to genocide and make sure that Ukraine surrenders to it. But this will not happen, and that's why we're keeping our spirits up. Lots of jokes, believe me, on everything, but still it's hard because people getting killed every day just for nothing."
Well, Donald Trump's Facebook and Instagram accounts are being restored by the parent company Meta. They were suspended after the Capitol attack.
I'm not saying everything is perfect. No one is. But we're saying that if you compare it to the circumstances which led to his original suspension, we think the risk to public safety has materially and significantly receded.
And Meta's Nick Clegg says there are new guardrails in place to ensure there's no repeat of rules violations. A Trump critic, California Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff, said today he'll run for the U.S. Senate. In Memphis, Police Chief Cerelyn Davis is trying to keep a lid on possible unrest over the death of Tyree Nichols. He died 3 days after an arrest that featured a beating family members called savage.
None of this is a calling card for inciting violence or destruction on our community or against our citizens.
The 5 officers involved were fired. The Justice Department says it's disrupted the Hive ransomware group that has targeted more than 1,500 victims in more than 80 countries. Wall Street, right now the Dow is down about 95 points. The NASDAQ is higher by 49. This is CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Deb's constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating kept giving her grief. She talked to her doctor to get some relief. Deb had irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, which was a start. Saying yes to Linzess helped her do her part.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
There's more controversy in Mississippi's capital over the troubled water system.
Distrust of the water quality in Jackson, Mississippi remains widespread, even as local officials argue over control of the city's long-troubled water system.
Everybody only drinks bottled water anyway because you can't trust it.
Some say a proposal in the Mississippi legislature that would transfer Jackson's water system to new ownership could be a move by state lawmakers to control $800 million in federal money for water system improvements. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
Britain says today a Russian-backed hacking group called Cold River is behind an information-gathering campaign that has struck various targets around the globe. An alert says Cold River researches its targets and impersonates people using faked email addresses and social media profiles. Then they encourage the target to click on a malicious link, which gets their login credentials on a website the group runs. I'm Steve Kafin, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's a radio announcer here, isn't he?
AM 1230.
Yeah, that's right. Have you heard his morning show, Wake Up with Phlegm?
KXO.